What's going on, guys? GameStone here, bringing you another NBA related video. And just when we thought the NBA free agency stuff or the offseason would die down and obviously the regular season would start, Dwyane Wade, obviously, I couldn't make a video of him buying out his contract or anything like that just because it all happened so quickly. So pretty much what happened was the Chicago Bulls and Dwyane Wade are no longer with each other. Dwyane Wade was literally a free agent yesterday, and now he's signed with the Cavaliers. Now, there was a lot of talk going on about D-Wade joining LeBron and all the reunion. I kind of expected it to happen, so I'm not extremely surprised, especially if he's in a title contending place. But what interests me the most is, will this affect LeBron in his offseason next year? Because we all know that LeBron loves Wade as a teammate, and he's like his brother. And they played amazing in Miami. I know Dwyane Wade's not the same player anymore, but he's definitely capable of being like that if he stays healthy. It's just kind of questioning. I have a question for you guys. Do you think this is gonna affect whether LeBron's gonna leave or not? Because in the most recent press conference, a reporter asked him, "Are you going to stay in Cleveland for your entire career?" His response was, "I'll let you know in the summer because I'm only focused on right now." That wasn't a yes. Now, what else is he supposed to say if he wants to go, you know? But now that Dwyane Wade is staying and the Cavaliers are starting to look better and better after Kyrie's gone, and they got a first-round pick, they might trade that for some superstar. I don't see why LeBron would want to leave, especially with the East being even more weak with Carmelo going to the Thunder. So, yeah, I mean, Wade, in terms of his career, I would make the same decision if I were him. He made the correct choice by going to Cleveland. I know he had options like San Antonio, OKC, LA, and Miami. I all thought that they weren't terrible options, but I definitely thought Cleveland stood out just because two reasons why: LeBron's there and they're title contenders and they're in the East. Sorry, 3 reasons. So, you know, Wade's definitely in a spot to win a championship, but if I'm going to be straight up honest to you guys, I don't think it's enough for them to beat the Warriors. You're talking about a defensive liability in Isaiah Thomas. You can't guard Curry. Isaiah Thomas cannot guard Curry. You know, Curry went off even when Kyrie was there last year. So I don't know how that's going to work out if they face in the finals again, which I completely expect. I mean, let's be honest. Unless someone gets injured on Golden State, then I don't see them not making the finals. They're going to make the finals. No team in the West, I'm sorry, but the Thunder, they're good, but not great enough to beat the Warriors. That team is just disgusting, okay? And this league has become, honestly, it's just a few super teams and that's it. All the other teams are irrelevant just because of these few super teams. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the biggest super team. Now, I don't care what you guys say about the Warriors. They're a super team. They drafted all their guys and they added Kevin Durant. Okay, what about the Cleveland Cavaliers? They got LeBron in 2014, you know. They got Isaiah Thomas off Kyrie. They got Kevin Love off trading Wiggins, and now they got Wade. You know, that's a super team. Same with the Thunder, you know. Russell Westbrook, he was drafted, but what about Carmelo? He got traded. Paul George, he got traded. So, you know, these type of moves, that kind of defines if you're a super team or not. And I guess, you know, if the Warriors have traded for those guys, then yeah, they are a super team. But they only got Kevin Durant off free agency. That's not really considered a super team if you really think about it. But the point I'm trying to make is, really, in the West, it's Golden State, San Antonio, Houston, and then maybe if I'm stretching it too far, Minnesota, as well as OKC. In the East, it's honestly only Cleveland. I don't care if Boston has Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, and Al Horford. Cleveland could beat Boston with any garbage players they want, and LeBron's on there. If LeBron's in there, they're better than Boston. That's just how it is. LeBron makes the team way better than it originally is. So I'm looking at it and saying Boston has no chance. Cleveland going to win the East. Cavaliers are making the finals regardless, but I don't think they're good enough to beat the Warriors. Dwyane Wade was definitely a good addition. He could bring up like 15 points a game, 17 points. We'll see. If he could stay healthy, then this team might be able to do something. But I still think the Warriors are better than them, and that's really sad to me to think that a team with LeBron, Wade, Kevin Love, Isaiah Thomas, that type of team can't win the finals. It's just showing and proving my point of how overpowered the Warriors are, but I can't hate on them just because they're not technically a super team. They drafted all their players. That's just an amazing job by their front office. But about Wade, he's going to retire in Cleveland. Now here's an interesting though. If LeBron leaves after next year, I don't see it all. I honestly think he's going to stay with Cleveland. But if LeBron leaves, why would Wade want to stay there? They're not going back to the finals if LeBron leaves. That's not going to happen. He might go back to Miami just for, that 1 year, like KG did with Minnesota, right? He went from Minnesota, he got drafted there, and then he went to Boston in 2007. He went to Brooklyn in 2014, and then, he was like, you know what? Let me just go back to Minnesota for one final year. And I could see that if LeBron leaves elsewhere. Another thing is, this might be stretching it too far. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's definitely something that's being talked about. After this year, if they don't win, does LeBron and Wade want to go to the Lakers together or the Rockets together? Somewhere together. That's always a possibility. In terms of a career move for Wade, this is a great career move. He only lost about $2 million. He could have got $2 more million from another team. But why would you want to put your career in a situation like the Lakers, where they're not even going to make the playoffs? And I'm a Laker fan, and I'm saying they're not making the playoffs, and earn $2 million more, or you want to be with LeBron James, your best teammate, and possibly win a championship for $2 million less. This is a great move for Dwyane Wade. This is a great thing for the Cavaliers, because if you really think about it, they didn't have money to sign anybody. They didn't want Kevin Love. They still had Kyrie, who wanted out. It was looking terrible for Cleveland. Now, it's kind of being turned around. You got Wade. That's a great player. Thing that's going around that Wade and LeBron might go somewhere else, but now they got somewhat of a future in the first round pick. If I'm Cleveland, I'm trading that as soon as possible. You can get someone good with that pick. Because, Brooklyn, considering how weak the East is now, Brooklyn actually might go up to like the 12th seed, 11th seed possibly, and they might even not even be a top 5 pick after this year. You never know. It's going to lower the value of the pick. So Cleveland needs to trade that. Try to get DeMarcus Cousins, Try to get someone good. I know a lot of people already went somewhere else, but there are still some good players you could trade for. Cleveland needs to get it done. In summary, I'm not surprised this happened. It does make Cleveland better, but it does not put them on top of the Warriors. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave down in the comments below what you guys thought about the trade. I know it kind of happened all quickly. But let me know what you guys thought. And also, are the Cleveland Cavaliers the favorites now to beat the Golden State Warriors? Please like this video for more content and subscribe. Alright guys, I'll see you later.